promise of our Divine Mother. Our Divine Mother says, whatever is the difficulty, if we keep truly quiet, the solution will come. With my love and blessings, says our Divine Mother. Words of our Divine Mother, taken from the collective works of our Divine Mother, volume 12, page 205, topic, Why Sri Aurobindo Came Upon Earth. Our Divine Mother says, Our Lord Sri Aurobindo came upon the earth to announce the manifestation of the supramental world, and not merely did he announce this manifestation, but embodied also in part the supramental force and showed by example what one must do to prepare oneself for manifesting it. The best thing we can do is to study all that he has told us and endeavor to follow his example and prepare ourselves for the new manifestation. This gives life its real sense and will help us to overcome all obstacles. Let us live for the new creation, and we shall grow stronger and stronger by remaining young and progressive. Our Divine Mother says Sri Aurobindo gave his life so that he may be born into the divine consciousness. We stand in the presence of him. We stand in the presence of him who has sacrificed his physical life in order to help more fully his work of transformation. He is always with us. He is always with us, aware of what we are doing, of all our thoughts, of all our feelings, and all our actions, says our Divine Mother. Next topic, the promise of our Lord Sri Aurobindo, from the collective works of our Divine Mother, volume 8, page 332. Our Divine Mother says, what Sri Aurobindo promised and what naturally interests us, we who are here now, is that the time has come when some beings among the elite of humanity who fulfill the conditions necessary for spiritualization will be able to transform their bodies with the help of the supramental force, consciousness and light, so long as no longer to be animal men, but become supermen. This promise our Lord Sri Aurobindo has made, and he, based on it, the knowledge he had that the supramental force was on the point of manifesting on the earth. In fact, it had descended in him long ago. He knew it and knew what its effects were. And now that it has manifested universally, I could say generally, the certainty of the possibility of transformation is, of course, still greater. There is no longer any doubt that those who will fulfill or who now fulfill the conditions are on the way to this transformation. The conditions Sri Aurobindo gives in detail in Synthesis of Yoga and in still greater detail in his last articles on supramental manifestation. So now it is only a question of realization. Our Divine Mother says, people do not know what a tremendous sacrifice Sri Aurobindo has made for the world. About a year ago, while I was discussing things, I remarked that I felt like leaving his body of mine. He spoke out in a very firm tone, no, this can never be. If necessary for this transformation, I might go. you will have to fulfill our yoga of supramental descent and transformation. This was what our Divine Mother has stated in the book of the collective works of our Divine Mother, volume 12, page 72. Our Divine Mother continues to say, Sri Aurobindo, incarnating the supramental consciousness in a human body, has not only revealed to us the nature of the path to follow, and the way to follow it in order to reach the goal, but has also, by his own personal realization, given us the examples he has provided us so as to say with the proof that the thing can be done and that the time has come to do it, says our Divine Mother. Next topic, taken from the book The Supreme, page 39. Topic, all that was promised is now materializing. Formidable. What power, what consciousness, what knowledge, what compassion, what light he had in him. And he commanded me, you shall do my work of transformation upon earth. My help is there. So I didn't even think at all. I did not formulate anything, but with confidence I launched myself into his work, which he had so laboriously taken and had now commanded me to do, to continue to do until it is done. I do not question, says our Divine Mother. What he had said he wanted has to be done. Without him, I can do nothing. At each step, he is there to support my effort, to push me further, to guide me, to enlighten me, if ever I hesitate. And what a formidable work we have accomplished together. All that was conceived, all that was promised is now materializing. And the transformation of the body is no longer a vain miracle. It is a fact, a process that has taken root and is developing and moving steadily towards a luminous future, says our Divine Mother. Next topic, Sri Aurobindo opens the door, from page 52 of the book The Supreme. Our Divine Mother says, Sri Aurobindo has arranged everything so that my work becomes easy. Sri Aurobindo has the key to open this region of the inconscience. He turns the key to open the door and illumines my way, and very gently I enter to infuse the force, the light, and the divine Ananda into the body of this inert and obscure matter. When it is touched by this transforming light, the atoms that constitute this matter awake to a new consciousness. Like this, the work continues and spreads or multiples. You understand? Sri Aurobindo is the soul of matter and the aspiration of the whole humanity. He is the light in matter, or the spirit incarnated in matter. Sri Aurobindo has separated himself from the Supreme and has plunged in this matter in a body with this load of inconscience and ignorance upon himself to awaken them to the divine life. For this, he has invoked the Supreme, the grace, to descend here below on this earth to help in his work. That is why, having heard his call, I have come down here into matter, in a physical body, into this world of pain, suffering, and death. And it is in the union of both of us that the world will witness gradually this miracle of divine life. It is because of him that I have descended. It is this intense aspiration of matter from below that he has sent up. and the grace has responded by a descent. Our Divine Mother says, what a blessed hour for the earth. It is an occasion. It is an occasion for a tremendous progress so that the whole universe may blossom in a great plan towards the goal of its existence. With our help, which will be at His disposal, and a will to pursue, what could be there that would be impossible to realize? This is the moment. Our Divine Mother says, it is only because of Sri Aurobindo that I can accomplish this work. He does the major portion of the work. He invites me. He opens the door and I enter into the depths of this inconscience and I kindle the light. And I kindle the light to illumine the atoms in the topper of inconscience. I put there a bit of force to awaken them. I put there a bit of force to awaken them. And I give this divine love so that they may aspire more. I charge each atom in this way, says our Divine Mother. Questions from the book White Roses, Part 2, page 4. Question, Sweet Mother, what is the difference between our Lord Sri Aurobindo and the Lord? Our Divine Mother says there is no essential difference, but the Lord is all and Sri Aurobindo is a part, but conscious of the Supreme Lord, of whom He is an emanation. Question, Sweet Mother, where is Sri Aurobindo at the moment? Our Divine Mother says Sri Aurobindo is wherever he wants to be because he is free. But he has a permanent home in the subtle physical, the region closest to the earth physical, where all those who wish to see him can go and see him. Question, Sweet Mother, what form has he got? Our Divine Mother says there, in the subtle physical, his form is similar he had upon earth, but with a splendid peace of immortality, says our Divine Mother. Next topic, Sri Aurobindo, the Avatar. Taken from the Collective Works of Our Divine Mother, Volume 13, page 10. Subtopic, An Eternal Birth. Question, Sweet Mother, you spoke of Sri Aurobindo's birth as eternal in the history of the universe. What exactly was meant by eternal? Our Divine Mother says, the sentence can be understood in 4 different ways on the ascending planes of consciousness. First, physically, the consciousness of the birth. The consciousness of the birth will be of the eternal importance to the world. Second, mentally, it is a birth that will be eternally remembered in the universal history. Third, psychically, a birth that recurs forever from age to age upon earth. Fourth, spiritually, the birth of the eternal upon earth. Our Divine Mother says, since the beginning of earth history, Sri Aurobindo has always presided over the great earthly transformation under one form or another, or one name or another. Our Divine Mother says in the Collective Works of Our Divine Mother, Volume 9 and page 178, the question is about the phrase in which I spoke of the birth of Sri Aurobindo. It was on the eve of his birthday and I called it as an eternal birth. I am asked what is meant by eternal. Of course, if the words are taken literally, an eternal birth does not signify much. But I am going to explain to you how there can be, and in fact is, a physical explanation or understanding, a mental understanding, a psychic understanding, and a spiritual understanding. Physically, it means that the consequences of this birth will last as long as the earth. The consequences of Sri Aurobindo's birth will be felt throughout the entire existence of the earth. So I called it eternal, a little poetically. Mentally, it is a birth, says our mother. Mentally, it is a birth, the memory of which will last eternally. Through the ages, Sri Aurobindo's birth will be remembered with all the consequences it has had. Psychically, it is a birth which will recur eternally from age to age in the history of the universe. This birth is a manifestation which takes place periodically from age to age in the history of the earth. That is, the birth itself is renewed, repeated, reproduced, bringing each time perhaps something more complete and more perfect. But it is the same moment of descent, of manifestation of birth in an earthly body. And finally, from the purely spiritual point of view, it could be said that it is the birth of the eternal on earth. For each time the avatar takes a physical form, it is the birth of the eternal himself on earth. Sri Aurobindo, says our Divine Mother, Sri Aurobindo is an emanation of the Supreme who came on earth to announce the manifestation of a new race and a new world, the supramental. Let us prepare for it in all sincerity and eagerness. Our Divine Mother says, in the eternity of becoming, each avatar is only an announcer and forerunner of a perfect realization. And yet, men have always had the tendency to defy the avatar of the past in opposition to the avatar of the future. Now, Sri Aurobindo has come, announcing to the world the realization of tomorrow, and again his message meets the same opposition as of all those who preceded him. But tomorrow will prove the truth of what he revealed and his work done. These are the words of our Divine Mother.